Hello guys, this is RockTech at RockTech Gaming, and today we are going to be playing some Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse. Today we're going to be taking out Nappa and the Saibamen, which is one of my favourite stories that kind of takes place. Nappa is a Saiyan, similar to Raditz that we've seen in the former episode if you've joined in. And he gives the Z Warriors a very bad time, because he's just completely off the charts of anything they've ever fought before. So you're gonna kind of get an idea of that now.
Damn! And you just revived as well.
Right here, history is changing. I would really appreciate your help.
The joys of being a silent protagonist. I can nod, look angry, or look shocked. That's about the extent of what I can do. See, I think I'd be worried if I saw that guy in their armor just beam up like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm here to help them. So, okay. Okay, this is the one where I don't think I'm fighting Nappa, I'm not sure. Let's just kill all these Saibai-men and go from there. So, essentially, what happens here is that a year has passed in the storyline from the time when Goku and Piccolo ended up fighting Raditz, and his final words, Raditz gloats about the fact that his the scouter that I'm wearing on my right eye has or left eye, I'm not too sure, has basically sent a message to the two Saiyans that you saw earlier, where Piccolo has gloated about the fact that Kakarot/Goku will be coming back to life. He does this through talking about the Dragon Balls. So for anybody who doesn't know, there are 7 Dragon Balls on Earth. You need to collect all 7 of them, and you can make a wish. There's certain kind of like genie rules applying to this, so you can't say like wish for more wishes. But it tends to basically, it motivates villains, and it encourages heroes to get second chances. Oh no, red eyes. He must be extra bad. Oh, bugger. Okay, let's see what we can do. Right, here we go. Right, so yeah, basically, Nappa and Vegeta hear about this, and they go, oh, okay, wait a minute, I can get any wish that I want. Keeping in mind that these two guys are working for a master that they absolutely hate. They're effectively enslaved. Their people have been through hell, and somebody kind of comes up with an avenue to say, hey, look, I have a way to make it all go away. Effectively, you know, wishes can come true sort of thing. So, with the dreams of immortality in their minds, or to become the greatest warriors in the universe, Vegeta and Nappa make their way to Earth, but the whole trip takes them a year. Luckily, the Z Fighters, because of Raditz bragging about it, have a warning, and they have time to train and get ready for that. And so what they do is they end up going for some secret training in order to obtain the power to get strong enough to resist the Saiyans coming. They're all terrified because Raditz was so terrible.
You may actually be worth training.
But they train and they train and they train, and it doesn't quite come up to enough. And then they realise that, okay, wait, we'll wish back Goku. And so that's what they do, but it takes Goku some time to race to the battle. So as this is going on, the Z Fighters aren't fighting to win, they're fighting to survive and just last as long as possible. I missed my little introduction there. Let's see if I make a mistake. Sorry. So the mission I just did. Vegeta and Nappa have come to invade. There is someone who is trying to change history here also. As if to insult the warriors that gather to fight the Saiyans, Nappa created the Saibamen to destroy them. A mysterious and evil energy increased the number of Saibamen, and it also made them more fierce. Hey! That one didn't have any mistakes. So we'll move on to the next one, which is, because we got enough time, I think the last one went pretty quick. Yamcha, Tien and Chaozu lost their lives in the battle with the Saibamen. Piccolo arrived and destroyed the Saibamen, but now Nappa, powered up by the evil energy, has joined the fight. In order to protect history, you must defend Gohan and the others until Goku arrives. So that's not entirely true to how it goes down. It might have gone down that way in this history. There's an excellent couple of episodes where Nappa is this brutal machine, just tearing apart the Z Fighters, so he's a mean piece of work. There you go, glowing eyes and all. But they do a really good job at fighting in terms of intensity. It's a really good animated couple of episodes where you just see this guy's brutal. They throw everything they've got at him and it barely scratches him.
Which one should I take to the cleaners first?
And he's very proud, and he kind of toys with his enemies, like he knows he can win.
When they're engulfed within it, their power level is multiplied. We have to help out, so history will progress how it's supposed to.
Looks like he's not giving me a choice. There we go. I think that's the problem with this. I should probably go through on a weaker character. Or, you know, hit them less. Right. Let's go, dude.
We'll defeat you.
Run. Go home.
Fool. Changed my kill. Whatever. It's all the same.
He's strong. He's way too strong.
We have to buy time, at least until Goku arrives. We have to defend Krillin and Gohan.
So the way that this actually goes down in the anime is that they desperately try. Nappa just demolishes them, leaves them in pieces. I'm pretty sure he kills Piccolo, like you've just seen there. Which, and I know I'm not explaining this very well, but Piccolo is linked to the Dragon Balls. If he dies, they disappear. So once that's happened, Nappa and Vegeta realise, okay, never mind, we don't need it. And I think that Vegeta turns around and goes, he realises that they'll just go to Piccolo's home planet, Namek, next to get those Dragon Balls. So now, rather than toying with the Z Fighters, it's just a case of clearing the playing field a little bit.
Now I'm mad.
We're overpowered him and he still won't fall. This is one tough guy.
So
This is the power of a pure Saiyan.
let's take him out then, I think.
Krillin, just stay back. I'll take it from here. They're okay. Come on, let's go.
Dad?
Nappa is having trouble. I will deal with Kakarot.
So notice, whenever you see that flash, that pretty much indicates that time has been changed. So what actually happens here is that Kakarot, or Goku, comes to the planet and he just annihilates Nappa. There's a famous quote on the internet that you might have heard, where it goes... Here we go. Ah, he didn't include it. But it essentially goes, Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level? And then Vegeta goes, it's over 9,000! To which he turns around and goes, 9,000? There's no way that could be right, could it? And it's such a golden moment because up till this point, Nappa has been this utter demolishing machine. Sorry, I'm kind of toying with him at the moment. I don't really want to beat him up. Yeah, he's been this dominant machine on the battlefield. So when you see Goku return and lay the smackdown on him, it's such a like it comes with such a shock because you're like, whoa, that's how strong Goku's gotten. Which kind of brings me on to.
I'm an elite warrior.
No, you're not.
I can't be looked down on by some unknown thing like you.
That's what we're doing right now.
Amazing! These two, we can win!
Damn it. Nappa
So,
lost.
essentially what happens is when Goku dies, he goes off to be selected for a specific kind of training. He ends up going off to find one of his best mentors, which is King Kai, who teaches him the Spirit Bomb technique, Kaioken, loads of other awesome things.
We'll take some time to play with you. Even a regular guy can become an elite if he works hard enough. That's a funny joke. And I'll just show you the wall that no amount of effort can possibly surmount.
So, what's important to note here is that Vegeta is the stronger one out of the two of them, even when Goku comes back. Goku can only match Vegeta's power by kind of taking on this stance I mentioned called Kaioken, which rises his power level at the cost of his own physical strain to his body. Essentially, the more he uses it, the more weaker his body becomes, the more vulnerable he becomes, whereas Vegeta is just a constant state of power. Easily, in my opinion, the best fight slash kind of climax to any of the sagas in any of the anime. Check out the Ocean Dub version. If you want something a little bit crisper, try and type in HD, and you might get a HD version of it. It has been done by Funimation, both on a separate dubbing and on Dragon Ball Kai. I'm not a fan of either of them, just because I like the grittiness of the original one that I watched. That's up to you. Anyways, should we finish this? See, now he's a little bit tougher than the others. Well, that was a terrible use of that ability. Uh-oh. See, that happens sometimes. This is not one of those games where the enemy stops whilst you charge up your super laser beam. They they tend to kind of move out of the way, which is good because when you do land one, it has more of a sense of fluke behind it rather than, oh right, that was the there you go, moving out of the way of a move there. You tend to feel that the enemy's a little more intelligent when they actually bother to move.
You'll pay for this! What? Time score!
Do 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 do. Now, that moment.
That's your limit. You have let me down.
He's so good for my self-esteem. He's like, you suck. Why do you even try? I'm gonna end the actual episode here whilst I get the other bits and bobs sorted. Now, what you saw there at the end was a beam battle between Vegeta's Gatling gun and Goku's Kamehameha. Everybody kind of knows what the Kamehameha is. It's his thing. I'm gonna post up one of my favourite videos spotlighting that moment in the original way that I watched it. Well, actually, that's not true. It's been given a HD upgrade. If you check it out, the hairs on the back of your neck will actually rise. It's fucking awesome. I'm not even gonna lie. It's just amazing. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. Check out the video if you like this one. You know the drill. Like it, dislike it, comment. Pass it to your friends if you want. It'd be nice to, you know, get networking. And if you want to collaborate with me, if you want to play Xenoverse with me, please do so. I would love to get involved in that sort of stuff. Anyways, take care of yourself. Goodbye.